The Switchblade 300 is a compact flying weapon, often called America's suicide drone. It is so small that one soldier can carry it in a backpack. But don't let its size fool you. It can cause massive destruction from miles away. In recent conflicts, reports have surfaced of these drones being used to target and destroy enemy assets with remarkable accuracy. But how does a drone that fits in a backpack destroy heavily armored helicopters? Why do Russian pilots call it their worst nightmare? Let's get into it. Hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more insane military breakdowns. Modern military technology is reshaping the battlefield faster than ever. Today's soldiers are evolving into highly advanced independent groups rather than just fighters. But back in the late 1930s, a soldier carried handheld automatic weapons that could compete with the powerful Gatling or Maxim machine guns of the past. But there was a catch. They were heavy, bulky, and not at all convenient. Then in 1945, hand grenade launchers were introduced. Suddenly, one soldier could destroy a tank with the same level of efficiency that comes from multi-ton weapons. Impressive, right? But the innovation didn't stop there. What if every soldier could have their own warplane? Does that sound unrealistic? Sort of. It's not exactly a pocket-sized plane, but something even better: bouncing ammunition. Introducing the groundbreaking weapon known as the Switchblade 300, developed in 2011 by the American company AeroVironment. At the request of the U.S. Air Force Special Operations Command, this little marvel was built. Air support from large assault helicopters such as the A-10 Thunderbolt II or the AH-64 Apache frequently came too late and at a great financial cost. Even worse, these weapons had trouble aiming accurately in urban areas, which resulted in unintentional civilian deaths. When air support finally arrives, it's often too late. The attackers are long gone. And relying on the FGM-148 Javelin is not exactly an ideal option. To begin with, it is insanely expensive. It costs around $250,000 for one shot. Spending that much money to kill one or two Taliban fighters? That's just not practical. Additionally, javelins aren't always part of the usual army patrols. While handheld drones like the Raven or Puma can help identify potential threats, they don't come equipped with any weapons. The Switchblade 300 fills that gap. It's the ultimate solution. It's lightweight, precise, and easy to carry, allowing soldiers to deliver accurate strikes when it matters the most. AeroVironment secured a $4.9 million contract with the U.S. Army on July 29, 2011, to quickly deploy these drones in Afghanistan. Just a few months later, in March 2012, the sum increased to $10 million with an additional $5.1 million. The Army obviously saw its potential. So, what is the Switchblade 300 all about? In essence, it's a kamikaze drone. A soldier launches it, locates a target using the drone's inbuilt camera, and then commands it to strike with a shaped charge warhead. Simple and very effective, right? It is essentially an unmanned aerial vehicle that is kept in a tube-shaped launcher. The entire device, including its case, weighs only 2.7 kilograms. To put that into perspective, it is small enough to fit over your shoulder or in a backpack and is around 1.5 times shorter than an M16 rifle. It's easy to use. Like a manual machine gun, the launcher features a convenient support leg and bipod. Place it on a level surface. Activate the drone, make sure the control panel is connected, and press the start button. That's all. Similar to a mini pneumatic catapult, the Switchblade 300 is launched using compressed air. Its electric engine turns on as it comes out of the tube, and its stabilizers and carbon fiber wings click into place. This little drone can achieve speeds of roughly 160 kilometers per hour and fly up to 4.5 kilometers. The soldier just has to find the target and lock onto it to control the drone. It locates, tracks, and hits its target using a color camera and GPS. But there's a catch. The drone's memory must already have the target image. The warhead, once locked on, destroys lightly armored vehicles or enemy people with an explosive punch comparable to a 40mm grenade. Don't worry if things change in the middle of the mission. The operator can redirect the drone as needed. However, remember that the Switchblade will never return. For this kamikaze drone, the game is over if there is no target. And it's not limited to ground targets either. The Switchblade 300 can take down enemy drones too. Here's how. The system teams up with radar and electronic warfare equipment, all loaded onto Humvees. When radar spots an enemy drone, they first try to jam its signal with the electronic warfare system. If that doesn't work, they send in the Switchblade to physically smash it. It's a direct hit. No clever remote detonation this time. The Switchblade 300 can fly for roughly 10 minutes and has a 10-kilometer range. By the end of 2012, the U.S. military had deployed 75 drones to troops in Afghanistan. Although the military would not reveal the specifics, it was already in use by January 2013 and rated it as very effective. Between the time of deployment and the conclusion of Operation Enduring Freedom, over 4,000 Switchblades were shipped to Afghanistan. Even the Marines were experimenting with it by installing one on the back of an MV-22 Osprey in April 2015. During one test, the Switchblade 300 may not have carried a warhead, but guess what? It still hit the mark. This opened new options, such as mounting it on a convertible aircraft with a triple-barreled 12.7mm Gatling cannon, or combining it with a 7.62mm machine gun. AeroVironment didn't stop there. They even developed a launcher that can fire up to 6 Switchblade 300s continuously using a remote control. Also, at about $6,000 per kit, the Switchblade 300 offers some of the best value in modern fighting equipment. It's no wonder why it is regarded as a game-changer. Based on the 300 model's success, AeroVironment released the more robust Switchblade 600 in 2020. This one's a heavyweight with a weight of 23 kilograms, but don't worry, it's still designed to be operated by a single person. This system can be ready for battle in 10 minutes. The Switchblade 300 and 600 packages are fairly similar. It has a tablet-like control panel, a foldable stock, and a transport launch container that also functions as its own launcher. The actual container is longer, roughly 1.8 meters, and has a launching support structure. You can even mount it on vehicles, armored carriers, boats, or helicopters. However, launching this beast is a little different. Instead of using compressed gas, the Switchblade 600 shoots it into the air using a pyro charge. It's similar to firing a mortar, but with modern technology. Although the Switchblade 600 and its smaller sibling, the Switchblade 300, look similar, the 600 has some significant improvements. Its body is cleverly divided into divisions for distinct functions. A bigger nose at the front houses a powerful warhead and the targeting system. The wings in the middle fold out when the aircraft is in flight, and the tail contains a keel, an electric motor, and a propeller that faces backward. This drone's advanced targeting technology is what actually makes it unique. With its movable camera arrangement for both thermal and daylight imaging, it's ideal for identifying and locking onto targets. It also has satellite navigation, communication equipment, and an autopilot to give the operator complete control. Let's also discuss firepower. Like the legendary Javelin missile, the Switchblade 600 has a tandem-shaped charge warhead. Even with a dynamic shield, this bad boy can still smash through 600 to 800 millimeters of armor. It isn't limited to vehicles either. It can even destroy fortified structures. There are several reasons why the Switchblade 600 is outstanding. In just 20 minutes, it can travel 40 kilometers, and then it will hover for another 20 minutes to find its target. This drone can travel an incredible 80 kilometers in total. During normal flight, it cruises at 115 kilometers per hour, but when it's time to strike, it accelerates to 180 kilometers per hour. The system is controlled using a tablet with a secure radio link. The touchscreen displays all of the crucial telemetry data, a topographical map, and live footage from the drone's camera. It is also compatible with modern communication systems, which enables it to send back information about its own results or even receive target data from other sources. The software is quite user-friendly. All you have to do is press the target on the screen to lock the drone in. It can take out targets up to 80 kilometers away, even if they're hiding behind a hill, building, or fence. The United States is shipping 100 Switchblade drones to Ukraine, including 300 and 600 models. The Russian military, which is known for its advanced air defenses, will shortly put them to the test. Do you think the decision to send these drones to Ukraine is the right one? Comment below, and if you like this breakdown, press the like and subscribe buttons.